So why would you want to use a FlowName component? Well, as you can see on the screen, if you have multiple designs, multiple flows, you can annotate using this component and mark down the different flows and subflows within your design file to make it easier when other people are coming into the file and they need that extra bit of context as to what section relates to what part of the flow. Okay, so that's a quick overview of what we're going to do today. Let's dive in and let's build out that component. Hello there. In this video, we're going to look at building a FlowName component in Figma. So, I've created a new page in my Figma file here, and I'm going to go up and grab the text tool. Let's click and let's add name of the flow. Let's add that in. Let's make that a little bit bigger. Make that 120. Let's make that bold. Okay, let's option click and drag to copy. And now I'm going to rename this additional information. And let's just change the font weight. And let's put that at regular. Let's divide this by 2. Okay, that's fine. And now let's Shift A into an auto layout, and let's just rename this frame as text. Okay, let's grab the frame tool. Just going to quickly draw out a frame here. I want it to be 1 pixel high, and let's just leave that there for the moment. Let's select all of these elements. Let's Shift A into an auto layout. Okay, let's open this up. Let's rename this as FlowName. And let's go in here. So we've got our text, which is in a frame here. That's in an auto layout. Let's just adjust the spacing to 24 pixels, make it a bit tighter. Zoom out a little bit. Yeah, I think 24 should be okay. Hi, it's Mitch. Thanks for getting this far in the video. Be awesome if you could like or subscribe or add some comments, as this really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Anyway, thanks again, and back to the video. Okay, let's go into the additional frame that I drew, and let's rename that separator. Okay, that's good. So now, because all of this is in an auto layout, let's change fixed to fill, so that now fills the frame. And let's zoom in a little bit. Let's maybe increase the height. Let's make it 2 pixels. Okay, and let's just see, by dragging out this main frame, yeah, the line separator follows as well. Okay, so that's good. So that's one version of the FlowName component. Okay, so let's go in here and let's option click and drag to duplicate what we've made already. Let's go in and let's just divide by 2 and do the same with the subheading here, divide by 2. And now we have a large and a small version of the FlowName component that we could use when mapping out the different flows in our designs. So let's create these as components. So let me just copy this. So this is probably going to be large, and that's going to be small. Let's shift click both. Let's go up to components and create multiple components, and let's combine them as variants. Let's rename that component to FlowName. Let's rename the property let's rename that to size. So now when we use our component, let's go to the assets panel and type in FlowName, drag that out. So we now have the different sizes that we can toggle between for our flows. And as you drag out the flow, so say you had loads of designs beneath here and you wanted to map it out, this was the checkout flow, so you could click and drag, that's your checkout flow. And maybe you had different flows that were related to this main flow, so you could option click and use maybe the smaller flow name just to map out the different flows within that main flow, and you could keep things nice and tidy just here using this. So I guess you could call that as an example, checkout flow. And maybe this would be the basket section. Maybe this would be the address section where customers are filling out their address, and so on. So you can break down the different elements of the flow. So when you're handing this over to a developer or handing it over for somebody else to review, so they'll be able to follow these designs nice and easily because we've created this FlowName component, and they can see which section relates to which part of the flow. Okay, that's it for this video. Like and subscribe, add some comments, and I will see you in the next video.